Hi, I am Kalandra Nelson, manifesting millions on all social media platforms. This is the Ladies Lounge, and I have a guest with me, Amari. She will let you know what else she goes by, but I believe, am I saying it correct? Amari?
Yeah, you said it.
Amari,
you said it
okay.
correct.
So I'm thankful, Amari, for you to be here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Amari. I am the CEO of Soft Girl, the Soft Girl brand. I do writing, directing, it's so much, Jill of all skills. It's just, I do so much, so it's hard to put everything under, I wear so many hats, so it's kind of hard to put everything. I'm all over the place.
Just put them out there, you know what I mean, as they come. So, I'm interested. I'm in one of your movies that's coming up that you're going to make a series.
Correct.
Movie-wise, where can they find all your information and to where they can tune in? Where is it going to be at?
For right now, I'm rebranding my social media, doing some cleaning up. But everything we're working on getting it on Tubi. Hopefully.
Okay, shout out to Tubi.
Amazon. Okay. We're trying to make it big. We're trying to make it, we're in the works of having,
Easy to work with.
I like this.
It's a couple of premieres. We're in the midst of getting a few black businesses to, have premieres. Have a question and answering session with the actresses and the actors and myself. Fun. So it's something that it's been on my brain for a while, and I had
it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. So, you were speaking a little bit yesterday about what kind of like, I don't know if they're going to be. I'm gonna let you say what they're gonna be because I really don't know what they're going to be. But like, where you're going to invest it back into the community.
Well, we talked yesterday. I have an organization. Me and my brothers, my family, have an organization to where we're gonna pour back into the community.
Yeah.
Where, it's called Kindness in the World, and where we have 3 programs where it's gonna be mentoring, therapy for the young people,
right,
and feeding the homeless, and whatever we do through each of our companies, a proceed to go back into our organization,
right,
to make sure we get back to the community, because that's pretty much who is supporting us is the community, and it's just a way to get back into the community. And one of my programs that is near and dear to my heart is the Millennial and Youth Mental Health Project.
Yeah,
which we're working to get therapists on staff. And with the funds, we will also, if they can't afford therapy, we'll also pay for them to go to therapy.
Right.
And also the therapists that I'm working with, they have access to psychiatrists.
Yeah.
To help you get, medication if you need it. If they recommend you,
because there's a lot of people out here that can't afford medication and can't get that free Medicaid or whatever it is. So I definitely understand that.
Because I have to pay. My insurance doesn't fully pay for it.
Right.
I still have to come out of pocket and pay for everything.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for that.
And
insurance pays for it.
It's important to go to therapy. It's important. We were just talking about self-love and wine talk, and it's very important to have therapy if that's what you need to do. It's very important to have someone to talk to, even if that person is not talking and they're just listening. You need that one-on-one or whatever it may be, that social amount of people around you to help keep you uplifted. What I mean?
I totally agree, because in the black community, we don't talk about it. It's like whatever is swept on the rug. Or think about, that uncle. Everybody had that, one crazy uncle. And you have to think about, dig deep to where, why is he like that? He just didn't just pop up out the womb
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
And people don't, we're very, in the black community, we're very judgmental when it comes to mental health.
Yeah.
So that's big and near and dear to my heart, especially working with children. I'm assistant pre-K teacher, and it was my first year.
Okay.
And a lot of these babies were having traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
For them to be 4 years old, on top of COVID, a lot of them seen their parents die.
Yeah.
They were there, and it's just, it's just heartbreaking to see those babies, be like, you're wondering why they are the way they are.
Yeah.
And I think we're too. I think even me, sometimes I have to catch myself because I think too many times as adults we're like hard on kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really hard on my children, so I understand. And I think it's just a sense of me growing up as a child, and like I say, I'm one who really want to break generational curses, as we call them. I'm trying to change that vibrational wise and everything, and so I definitely want other people to, whether it's energy or whatever it may be, I want them to love themselves and understand it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said again, I'm thankful that you're here. I'm thankful that you're talking about this, because we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
I mean,
unless we gossip about
exactly.
it. Because I had talked to my mom about it last night, and I just telling her I was afraid to talk about it because it's like you're looked at crazy, like you just want attention. And I'm like, we have to think about it. We were kids once, so you have to think about the trauma or whatever you went through as a kid. You have to think about, like, dang, like, I was actually messed up. You turned out all right. Literally, I turned up as a, hooked up adult. And it's like, that triggered me to go to therapy the first time.
Yeah.
But then it was like, oh, I'm fine. Because it was right around COVID when I stopped. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. But then it was like I went through a couple of more situations. And then it was like, it turned into anger. That depression turned into anger, and I had a bunch of misplaced energy that I didn't know where to put it.
Exactly.
And I was just like, why am I feeling? Because at the point, it was like, dang, okay, so more people hurt me. Yeah. So now I'm at that point where, dang, I want to kill somebody. Yeah. So I had to return back to therapy because that's where it was. I'm just like, because like, why you let these people do you like that?
Yeah. And we don't, as humans, we don't understand that we all go through that. Like, when you say it out loud, it seems pretty harsh, but it's not. Like, everybody feels that type of anger sometimes, that type of, depression, that type of low. Because
we suppress it, though.
Yeah. And some of us don't even, we
don't even acknowledge it.
Exactly.
And I don't think people lack so much self-awareness that we don't acknowledge, we don't acknowledge it. And then I'm thankful that I'm able to know my triggers to where I'm not going to put myself in that, I'm aware. So I'm not going to put myself in that situation to where I'm going to beat somebody, kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And put myself in that bar. I'm just not. I just rather sit at home.
Yeah, that's it. And then we feel like once we're just sitting at home, we're making ourselves more depressed or pushing ourselves to not do more when it's not. I don't really be thinking it's that either. I think that we're just uncomfortable with putting ourselves in those predicaments with drama.
But I also think it's also like kind of somewhat of a trauma response where we don't want to go out, because I will sit in the house and I have to think to myself, like, dang, like, go outside. Yeah. Because my social anxiety, like, I can read the energy of the room, and I just be like, if it's not right, I'm turning back around. Yeah. But I think, like, sitting at home for some people may be like, oh, I just don't like people. I just feel like it's a type of trauma response. Yeah. Because we don't want to be hurt. We don't want to go out and be hurt again. Yeah. But like I said, that goes back to awareness, being aware of yourself. Yeah. Because if you are aware of yourself, then you're aware of your surroundings.
Definitely. We was just talking about that, for real. That's
you aware, because if you're not aware, then I feel like that is the most dangerous type of person, is when you're not aware of yourself, but you take down you project. I'm not even going to say take down. I'm going to say you project on everybody else because you're not aware. And that's why I'm conscious of, people, and I'm more compassionate for people. I'm not giving them excuse.
Yeah.
But I'm more compassionate because I can see it because I see it in myself.
Exactly.
I always tell my brother we are a mirror reflection. I don't care if you're family or not, or just any stranger. We are a mirror reflection of each other.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand, but I just with When the Mind Breaks, the series, I want to just have a open up the dialogue.
Yeah.
And have a conversation about mental health.
Yeah, and I'm so, like I said, I'm thankful for Clyde as well. But the people like you guys who do the writing and actually go into character, shout out to Jeremy Nelson as well. The people that do that, y'all sit back and y'all write and y'all go to another mindset. You know what I'm saying? No one really understands that it takes a lot to do that. You know what I'm saying? And he has stuff like Clarity as well, like you have When the Mind Breaks. Like, go into what you really, because we a lot of people didn't read the script, you know what I mean? And when they see it in action, they're going to understand and be able to relate to it. But what made you really want to come up with?
Well, originally it was
a great title.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I was going through something at the time. This was about 2 years ago, and I just wanted to write something because it originally was going to be about me, my life, and everything that I go through. And I was just like, I can't completely make it about me,
Okay.
And I want to be relatable, so shout out to my friend Marla Cole, who is playing Serenity. She's playing Serenity, and she did it, and she was like, okay, no questions asked. She was like, she down, and the way we actually improvised, and the way she poured into that character, and when I even get chills back to the footage when I look at it, and me and my brother sat there the whole time, quiet.
Yeah.
You could hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
And I just was like, when I bring this back, we sat down for 2 years because of course of COVID.
Okay. What did you say you go by before?
My government name is Lynn, but I go by Amari Renee. But then,
which I like.
But then I also go by Amari. But then I also go by Half Pint, which
interesting.
If people understand, I go by Half Pint because of Spike Lee. That's one of my biggest. Okay. Because you have to think back in that era. I'm 90s baby.
Yeah, I see.
So you have to think there was really no women. And I was like, I saw this movie. Matter of fact, no, I think I saw Malcolm X. No, I saw School Days first.
Okay.
And that was in 88.
Yeah.
And I'm a 90s baby. And I just stumbled. I was a kid. So I stumbled. I was like 10. And I stumbled on this movie. And I'm just like, wait a minute. What is this?
You're
right. I just was like, I'm not a big musical person. So it's a musical. And I'm not and I just was like, as a kid, I'm just like, what is this? Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then when I found out, that's when I got into Malcolm X. But that's going to be a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But when I found out Spike Lee did it, I was like, dang. And I've been ever since, 20 years, fast forward 20 years, I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And Spike Lee and John Singleton. But them were like the two because there was never women like it is now, like Ava DuVernay, Lena White, There's so many other women that I can't remember by name. But it was just like something that it was a form of storytelling that I really didn't. Yeah. I was like, what is this? And I'm an avid movie watcher anyway. And it just like to translate back to kid. Because I was that kid that I really didn't play with Barbies.
Yeah.
I did go outside.
Yeah.
But I was like that kid that was a reader and I wanted notebooks and pens and stuff. And to this day, as an adult, I have a bunch of gang of pens and a bunch of notebooks. And my mom always say, you got plenty of notebooks, don't you?
Shout out to the writers.
Cause woo, baby, when you a writer, y'all writers know you gonna have notebooks, and top of you may script. You may have a script that you may not even use.
Yeah.
Like I have gobs and gobs of notebooks, and people like, you got plenty. Yes, I've always have a notebook, and I translate to iPad. I have notebooks on my iPad, but it just doesn't give the same when you actually writing it and you seeing it versus typing. Because like for my process, I go by outline and I write down the outline and I go over the outline about 3-4 times before I actually hit the script. And once I hit the script, I'm just, and then to go back to the process, I have to go make a character complex, complexity. Even though it's about the main character, I still give that extra, that character something. Like I just didn't want to not give no character no last name. They still are people.
Yeah.
In that process, and especially with the mind breaks, with me having so many characters that have we all intertwined, like I stated before. And it was like I got so overwhelmed, and I'm just like, because like I said, I'm a goofy and a nice person, and to tap into something, told y'all I got sick. And I appreciate y'all for understanding, because that really triggered my mental, because I've never tapped in. I'm always that nice go lucky person.
Yeah.
So for me to have to dig deep, and that's what I said, like I told y'all yesterday, if I gotta dig deep, y'all gotta dig deep. We all in this together.
We are.
And it's just like I want them to feel comfortable.
Okay.
And I want y'all to feel like we all family. Like yesterday, we had the mishaps, but then we pushed forward, and we was all goofy. I'm a goofy person, and I want y'all to, even though it's a serious thing, I don't want us to. But
that's what happened with good energy.
Oh yes, it was very much good.
That all that great energy that was together pushed out that bad energy. So
it outweighed that.
They couldn't take it.
I think, like I said, people project. And people expect something out of something when you didn't even, when you don't even understand. Yeah. You project. And I had to realize, I think us as humans have to realize, somebody could be having a bad day, but that person should be aware that you cannot project onto
awareness.
You cannot project on somebody, because liably that person does not give a damn that you're having a bad day. They might shoot you or whatever. So we never know. We have to be mindful, and a lot of people don't be mindful of what they're saying or what they're doing.
Just talking about that in the self-love, I'm telling you.
Because we don't. And like I said, I just want my people to be healthy. It's weird. It's going to be a long road. Yeah. But it's going to be healthy. A lot of people are going to be healthy. We're going to make sure these babies, they straight, because I've worked, and a lot of people don't know, I've been working with kids since I was 19. Yeah. But with COVID, it was a different type of, they were a different type of children because of COVID. Right. And a lot of them were not interacting with children the correct way because they've been at home. A lot of them were only children. So it was, very difficult, but I've worked with kids since I was back to what I was saying. Worked with kids since I was 19. I worked with infants all the way up until junior high, 10th grade. Never got to 11th or 12th grade because they probably think I'm a kid myself. Well, even when I was...
Well, kids.
Because it wasn't even the kids. It was the teachers. Yeah. So I had to walk around with my badge, like, in my on my clothes and from where they could see. And I had a teacher one day. It was so funny. I had my phone out, and she was like, "Excuse me, you can't have your phone out." And I'm like,
"Excuse me, I'm
excuse
grown."
me. I don't want to be rude, but we don't. It don't be understand. But I don't have a degree. A lot of people don't know that I don't have a degree in child or education. Because people ask, you should be a teacher. I said, I'm too deep into what I got now to be a teacher. I thought about it, going the non-traditional route.
I mean, but you can always support how you support and reach out like you're reaching out. And I mean, like, again, I can't say it too many times, but I'm thankful for you.
I appreciate y'all, because y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how much. I was sitting there like, even with the script, I was like,
Yeah,
my
don't
money
worry
ain't
about
come yet. I'm trying to print these off, and I
Right.
just don't know. I was a printing fool in that library trying to get y'all packets together, and I just was like,
Look.
this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. You know,
It's gonna happen.
you know, I told my mom yesterday. I told her, my mama knows. My mom and that was my middle brother, you know, yesterday or whatever. And they know what I've been through. My mama knows about the 10-year span of when I first picked up a camera.
Yeah.
10 years ago, self-taught, you know,
Yeah.
before I got to school. But they know what I've been through. This has been over 12 years of me trying to not tell my mom. I was like, this is what I've been fighting.
Yeah.
This is what I've been,
It's
you know.
gonna happen.
From the kid who would not say nothing to you
Yeah.
to the adult who got a whole
Girl,
bunch of
tell me
shit to
about it.
say.
We was just talking about that. I'm not one who was like that.
Oh,
I was so.
I told y'all
Unless
yesterday.
I know you.
I told you I swore I was going to be an actress like Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait a minute. I did my research before I actually went into school because I was going to go to school for acting. And then I was just like, wait a minute. And I'm looking up, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, wait a minute. They made that much? And then imagine being independent. I was just like, oh, I think I'm going to go that route.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how, you know, you put something out without the expectations, because a lot of times us as humans, we put expectations on everything, a time limit on everything. And I've learned, like I said, I don't move unless the Most High God tell me to move.
Exactly.
And to go back to what I told my mom yesterday, I told her, I said I was at a standstill for a reason, because I was in my preparation season.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in preparation season for your relationships, your business, because it's on the Most High's time.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, once I put out that flyer, and then and I was just like, breathe.
Well,
I was like,
Okay.
my vision was just like,
I know. I just
was like, oh my gosh. And then y'all were just like, me not being a people person, me and coming back into being like a people person. I was just like, oh my God. And then y'all came in and y'all just smiled and y'all was like, hey. I was just like, wait a minute. Y'all was exactly
like,
how
my
I
actress,
man.
my actor. Yeah.
And just y'all,
That's
the way y'all exuded those characters, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm on this. We on to something. Not even we on to something.
Yeah. So tell the people how to reach you, how to.
Well, right now I am on Facebook. Like I said, I am doing a bunch of rebranding, trying to figure out, because market this. I want to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
Can't rush nothing. You can add me on Facebook for right now at Amari Amari Renee RENEE.
Yeah.
Until we can get this branding situated, because I'm a perfectionist and I just don't I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
Coming soon, it's gonna be greatness.
It's greatness. We got the whole black class.
Yeah. And I am manifesting millions, and I am thankful for Amari.
I appreciate
and hopefully
y'all.
I can see you again soon, and we can talk about more things that you have become. And again, I'll see you guys soon. My first time on Ladies Lounge, and hope to see y'all again.